Togyz Kumalak, ancient Mancala game. Game rules. Outdoor Togyz Kumalak.
Мир вашему дому.
Our ancestors had a special worldview, peculiar only to the nomadic people. The sky, according to them, was an all-seeing eye, and every action of a man entailed a consequence, which was either encouraged or punished by the heavenly god Tengri. It is not surprising that it was the nomads with their philosophy who came up with such an amazing and unique Mancala game of Togyz Kumalak.
Togyz Kumalak.
Modern sports games are based on ushering the desire to take over a rival and beat him. In Togyz Kumalak, everything is different. The goal of the player is to collect as many riches the playing pebbles, and this does not prevent the opponent from doing the same. When the blue sky was created above and the black earth was created below, a man was created between them. These words found their reflection in the rules of the game of Togyz Kumalak, created by the direct descendants of the Huns, the Turks. On the board, the holes of opponents are located opposite each other. The players cannot move up or down like in the chess, they can only move to the right or left. Because the Turks believed God was on the top and the spirits were below, so the only place remaining is the middle. And because moving is allowed in certain direction, the opponents never collide directly.
В народе игру в Togyz Kumalak часто называют...
Togyz Kumalak is often called the algebra of the shepherds, among whom the game was very popular. Shepherds in the pasture often spend their time playing the Togyz Kumalak. They say that instead of pebbles they use sheep or goat dung, and the holes were dug right in the ground, so they didn't need a board and they could play anywhere, anytime.
Прямо в земле, поэтому могли играть где угодно и когда угодно.
Togyz Kumalak can literally be translated from the Kazakh language as 9 pieces of dung. This translation causes confusion among today's fans of Togyz Kumalak. However, in reality, there is no reason why one would be opposed to such origin of the name. Humans have taken inspiration from the nature for everything they have created. Singing was an imitation of bird sounds. Architecture was an attempt to recreate structures found in the nature. According to the English historian and archaeologist Ernest Marquet, games such as Togyz Kumalak, bestas, were widely spread among the various nomadic tribes of Eurasia more than 5,000 years ago. People use small bowl-shaped sheep dung as pebbles for the Mancala-type games.
Мне стыдно признаться, но эта древняя игра для меня...
I have to admit that this ancient game is a big mystery to me, and have very little knowledge about it. But today is finally the day when I will learn all the subtleties and rules of this game.
И правилах этой игры.
This is the center of Almaty, the intersection of the famous Arbat and Panfilov streets. Starting from recently, novice players and experienced professionals gather here every Saturday to play Togyz Kumalak outdoors. This is Nur Rasul. He's a multiple winner of medals in Togyz Kumalak competitions. This is Dinara, Nasil's mother. My son started playing in October last year, and this year he took part in 3 competitions. He took 2 bronze medals and won the last silver medal in a competition marking the 20th anniversary of Kazakhstan's independence. My congratulations! We decided that while he's young, we should involve him in an intellectual sport. So we chose Togyz Kumalak. His teachers noticed that since he started playing Togyz Kumalak, he has become more focused, attentive and better at mathematics. Wow, well done, Nur Rasul. High five. Let me shake your hand. I wish you good luck, and I wish you to become a world champion.
Название игры Togyz Kumalak переводится как 9...
The name of the game Togyz Kumalak means 9 pebbles, and there is some magic in this number. From a mathematical point of view, 9 is a very special and multifaceted number.
Например,
For example, if you multiply by any other digit, then the total of that number is always 9. See for yourself. 9 multiplied by 5 is 45. If we add 4 and 5, then we get a 9. 9 times 2 is 18. We add 1 and 8, it is 9 again. As I said, it's magic. The number 9 was considered sacred among the ancient Mongols and Turks. And in addition, the nomads believed that the 9th generation completes a relative family link. For the Celts, 9 is a symbol of Phoenix, the bird of rebirth. In numerology, the number 9 means the triumph of the spirit over matter. So I was told that every player has 9 holes and one so-called cauldron or kazan in Kazakh. The goal of the game is to collect more than 81 pebbles in one's kazan. And now, under the guidance of an experienced mentor, I will make my first steps in Togyz Kumalak. Well, Arman, so the move is made from any hole. We take all the pebbles, we leave one. We take the rest, and we distribute them without missing a single hole in a counterclockwise direction. Well, look, where the last pebble is. The last pebble hit the 5th hole, and it was even. If it's even, we won. We take away everything that is in that hole. Okay, so it's even in these holes. Look where the last pebble hits. Now your turn. Now it's my turn to do the same. 1, 2, 3. Try reaching the hole on the opposite side, where there is an odd number. No, I prefer moving here. I put 1. Yes, put 1. Okay, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You made a mistake. I miscalculated. First step and a mistake. Arman is slightly lost. What should I do? This is the beginning of the game, so now you go. It's not necessary to strive to win this hole. You can create a situation where many holes are in the battle. That means your step right now is not an immediate win. But you can create a situation where many odd holes will appear. Got it? That you secure your future wins. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here is the even. Take it. Your first win. That's a good start. The game of Togyz Kumalak is often compared to playing chess. Both of these games require the player to have a lot of memory and analytical thinking skills. I play chess well, but in my opinion the game of Togyz Kumalak requires a lot more effort to memorize and think through every step. If in the case of chess, one move implies moving only one figure on the board, several pebbles are moved in one move in the Togyz Kumalak. And the situation on the board can completely change as a result of just one move. Togyz Kumalak helps develop mathematical thinking since it allows for a large number of potential combinations on the board. According to our expert, Yekabulan Kalelov, 11 moves can create more than 10 million variations of potential game combinations. I'll make a tactical move. Okay, what if I leave one here? You can do that. Can I move? Yes, you can. Your turn. I move here, and I take these. You take all. You're winning. I'm starting to understand the game. One session can last 4 to 5 hours. It is important to skillfully combine defense with an active offensive tactic. During the game, opponents have to use all 4 basic mathematical skills, and the faster the player counts, the more he has chances to win. I want to show you how to count fast. You are a beginner, so I want to show you a few techniques. For example, here we have 7 pebbles. 7 pebbles and the hole number 6. Add the 2 and you get 13.
13. 13 минус
13 minus 10. And we hit the third hole.
Видите? Третий ум.
You see? The third hole. There are special formulas. Remember the numbers 10, 19, 28 and 37.
37. Если сумма
10, 19, 28 and 37. Why?
сумма шариков, количество
If the sum of the number of pebbles and the number of the hole is more than 10, we subtract 10 and we can predict where we will hit next, the number of the next hole. If it's more than 19, we subtract 19. So you can determine exactly where the pebble will hit. Who taught you this?
Это классика, да.
This is a classical technique. Now Togyz Kumalak is developing well as sport. There are world championships, championships of Asia. Our guys have just returned from Mongolia, now they are playing in Karaganda. There are many competitions.
Постоянно проводятся соревнования.
This type of game can be found in the cultures of Unogo Tugul, Bestemir, Esenkogul, Kozdat, and the game has survived to the present day in the form of Togyz Kumalak. Just like the Chaturanga, which was created in India, was passed to the Arabs under the name of Chatrange and survived for many eras, then evolved into modern chess. The main difference between the evolution of these games was that representatives of both Asia and Europe participated in the development of chess rules, whereas the systematization of the rules of Togyz Kumalak comes directly from the ancient nomads and their descendants.
Я заметил, что в этой игре есть своеобразная...
I noticed that in this game there is a kind of aesthetics, an aesthetic of beautifully and effectively measured moves. And sometimes I'm ready to applaud my mentor for his impeccable and accurate calculations. But it seems he's now applauding me. 1, 2, 3. Well done.
Вот так вот.
Each game has its own rules, strategies, and an ultimate goal. For example, the timely introduction of necessary figures into the game, the overall control over the situation, and the territorial advantage on the board play an important role in chess. Togyz Kumalak also has strategic and tactical methods. For example, there is a rule of thumb.
Вот смотрите.
Look, this is one of the exceptions to the rules. That is the zest of the game. I made a move. After my turn here, we have 3 pebbles.
3 нечетные.
3 is an odd number. It does not seem to be taken, but there is an exception to the rules. Once per game, if you had an odd number on the opponent's side, you take all 3 and put it in your kazan, because you won this hole. This type of win is called tuzdik in Kazakh, which is a seasoning to beshbamak. Now, after any your move or after any of my moves, everything that gets into the hole will automatically get into my kazan, the owner of the tuzdik. Kyrgyz colleagues call this hole tuz, or an ace. If you think about it, the word has 2 meanings. Tuz means salt, but it also means step. Many researchers relying on the etymology of the word and the essence of this exception to the rules say that the tuzdik hole represents a place in the steppe where sacrifices were made. This custom existed among the Huns and the Kazakhs. The game of Togyz Kumalak is built on the military strategy and tactics of the military Huns. These tactics include attack, defense, preparation of an ambush, separation of the main forces from the guard, a sudden attack, and so on. The rule of tuzdik in the game involves making a sacrifice to the god before a military campaign. I also noticed that Togyz Kumalak requires not only a quick mind, but also the sixth sense, an intuition. The mind processes the physical reality, and intuition allows you to perceive metaphysical things during the game. I like that very much. It's my style. I'll move here. So you want a tuzdik? I want a tuzdik. I'll take these and put all here. Now I have a tuzdik, so our chances of winning are even. Let's say I move here. Now you're in defense. You learn quickly.
Да, научились. Ох.
Исход игры может решить...
The outcome of the game can depend on one wrong move. Therefore, during the game, you must be extremely careful not to make mistakes and not to lose the collected pebbles.
потерять собранные камушки.
Right now, I'm defending this field, this hole. This game not only develops analytical skills but also disciplines the players. A child playing Togyz Kumalak can learn the basics of self-control, and a result in any situation can feel comfortable, have his own opinion and stance. Okay, I'll clear this one.
Точно.
You got me here for the second time.
Это меня ловите уже.
Специально делаю.
I did it intentionally so you understand the game better. Second time. Wow, I got it. Well, you will be more careful next time.
Теперь зевать
I will be.
Вот. В конце игры, когда остается очень мало шариков, ходов, нужно стараться экономить ходы.
At the end of the game, when very few pebbles remain, you need to try to save the moves. Calculate the number of remaining moves. If the player has run out of balls in his half of the field, he will remain on foot. This position is called Atsurata. Well, if you stay on foot, then you lost. Sometimes, even while winning, you can get into Atsurata, where there is nowhere to move.
Можно попасть в ситуацию Ацратар, при котором не остается ходов, нечем ходить.
In this case, everything that is on the field, all the pebbles, go to the opponent's kazan.
Казан того, у кого еще есть ходы.
Я вижу в этой партии...
I see that I have lost the game.
Ну, вот я объяснил.
I taught you the basics. Excellence will come with practice.
Все приходит с опытом.
Теперь у меня новая...
Now I have a new hobby. It's such an exciting and interesting game. Thank you for teaching me how to play this game, for your consultations, for your examples. I admire your game. You are a true professional.
профессионал своего дела.
For a long time, the game of Togyz Kumalak had been undeservedly abandoned to oblivion. But today, thanks to the efforts of enthusiasts, it was revived and is gaining momentum. Yekebulan Kalelov is a mechanical engineer. He has played Togyz Kumalak for more than 30 years. In the beginning, it was just a hobby, but then the hobby turned into passion. Yekebulan is an active popularizer of the ancient national game, not only among the locals, but also among foreign nationals. He even managed to design and create a new version of the board.
Я постарался создать доску современную.
I tried to create a modern and convenient board for the game, and I wanted this board to have a national flavor, since this is a Kazakh national game, an intellectual game.
Так как это казахская национальная игра, интеллектуальная игра.
Even the naked eye can see the difference between the two boards, the old and the modern ones. It's not just about design. In the new version of the board, there are special inclined parts due to which the pebbles obediently line up in a row. This significantly eases their calculation during the game. Outdoor Togyz Kumalak features 5 play tables that are never empty. The project has been launched recently, early summer. It expanded thanks to the enthusiasm of Yekebulan Kalelov, who was supported by an international fund. Deputy Director General of the fund, Bolat Baybolov, has now become an active supporter of the revival of the national Kazakh game of Togyz Kumalak.
Не будет преувеличением сказать, что сегодня я...
Without exaggerating, I made my biggest discovery of the recent times. I discovered the ancient game of the nomads, Togyz Kumalak, an invaluable treasure passed down to us by our ancestors from the depth of centuries. I saw the magic and wisdom of this game, an infinitive universe in which everything is full of logic and interaction. Truly, Togyz Kumalak is our national heritage. A cultural heritage that we should not only be proud of, but also enjoy playing. I suggest everyone to play Togyz Kumalak. It's intellectually challenging, fun, trendy and cool.
Очень модно и круто.